This passage is interesting. Verse 38, some of the scribes and Pharisees answered, saying, "Teacher, we want to see a sign from you." Jesus answered and said to them, "An evil, adulterous generation seeks after a sign. No sign will be given to it except the sign of Jonah." We don't have the right to demand demonstrations from God for our entertainment. And that's what they want. Do you understand? They've seen the withered hand stretched out. They've seen a mute man who was blind see and speak. Why did they miss those as signs? Because those works were redemptive demonstrations of power. Jesus never demonstrated power for attention. He always demonstrated power to restore humanity. It was always about people tasting of the goodness of God. It was always about the kingdom come in a way that could be experienced and would transform the person it touched. The scribes and Pharisees wanted signs in the heavens, signs in the skies, things that they could point to as demonstrations of power that weren't redemptive. I remember several years ago, one of our young ladies was down at Barnes & Noble, and there was a gentleman down there in the coffee shop, and he was moving a spoon around on the table with his thoughts. He was demonstrating his tremendous cultic power. Moving a spoon. See, that's the whole nature of occult powers. There's power, but it's always for the admiration of the person doing the act. And it has nothing to do with the redemptive touch of God towards people. How is it that religious leaders could sit there and watch a man who was blind get his sight and it didn't move them? I'll tell you how, because they thought, according to Deuteronomy 28, blindness was a curse from God, and he got what he deserved. See, for them, sickness, disease was always associated to personal sin. And Jesus was violating what they had coming to them, which he had a habit of doing.